So today is Valentine's Day, and I was going to do a craft. I saw this really cute craft online. It was like thumbprints in red paint, like made out into shape of a ladybug that said like "Thumb Buddy loves you." Excuse our closet. Like our closet is probably like the biggest disaster um, in our apartment. So I'm looking for my paint, but we moved in here in like July, and I was like 8 months pregnant, 7.5, 8 months pregnant. So I didn't really do anything. Like pretty much everybody else did all the stuff. They wouldn't let me. I started swelling up. My legs did. So I kind of got put on bed duty by my mom and husband. So now I'm trying to find my paint, but I have no idea where it is, and I really wanted to surprise my husband when he got home and make something for my parents because I think they're coming up tomorrow. But I don't know where the heck the paint is. So we'll see. This sweet boy wouldn't stop crying unless he was in his rock and play. So now that I put him in there, he is so happy. So, whatever works, right? And I also, I don't normally have him in his sleep suit, but he is exhausted, and it's like any second now that he's probably gonna fall asleep. So it's really hard for him to fall asleep without his sleep suit. I have a steamer back there. I know it's in like a lot of videos. But I don't always have him in his sleep suit. I didn't want people to be like, why does she have him in his sleep suit in the rock and play, just like hanging out? This is the only time he has stopped screaming today. He has screamed on his playmat, in his little chair, in his little activity jumper. I don't know. I guess he just wanted his little rock and play. So last night, my husband and I went to a small group for the first time. We've been like where we're living almost like a year and a half, almost 2 years. I think June is 2 years. We've been to the same church for the 2 years, and they do small groups. We've always said like, we're gonna join one, we're gonna join one, we're gonna do it, and we just never have. And I think sign-ups they're definitely in like the spring or like winter, fall. He was born September 9th, and there were sign-ups around when he was born. And my husband and my mom, they kept saying like, you need to sign up, like you need to meet people, you need to whatever. And I was like, I'm not signing up with a newborn baby. Like, I've never been a mother before. I have no idea how motherhood works. I don't know how to be a parent. I don't feel like it's smart to have a baby and then jump into a small group. Like, I don't have childcare set up, because we don't have family up here. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't even have a babysitter. I don't even know who I would call, besides my sister. And then Logan is my husband. Logan's cousin lives up here. So he had to help us out last night, thank God, because my sister, she wasn't in town. But we finally joined a small group. It's a parenting small group. And it's so nice just to be around like other adults. Everyone like was in our age range from like 25 to 32 or 33. I think we had the youngest kid at 5 months. Somebody else had an 8-month child. And then the next youngest yesterday was the kid's first birthday. So, but it's kind of nice. Like my husband and I were talking about it, and it's like we're getting to learn how to parent, and we're hearing other people talk about things and their experiences and what works and what doesn't work, and we're listening to these conversations, and it's helping us because we're not to the disciplinary point in our parenting yet. We don't know what works and what doesn't, but it's so nice to hear other people say, hey, spanking doesn't work for us. We choose not to go that route, so we do this instead. And it's interesting to hear some say, well, we do spank, but we don't use our hands. We use like a spoon called Mr. No or something like that. And it's been so interesting already just to hear the different parenting styles and techniques. And to just know that, like, not one size fits all. You know, like, not every kid is the same. Every single kid is different. The way that my parents punished me was totally different from my sister. Like, if you spanked my sister, she would turn around, like, laugh in your face. It didn't work. You couldn't spank her because she just, it didn't bother her. You know, so it's been interesting to hear the stories and see, like, what kind of parenting styles there are and what we really need to strive for as parents. You know, not to be too permissive, and then not to be too, you know, what is the word? Authoritarian? I don't remember what they said. But it's just basically, you know, you don't want to be the parent who's always like, well, you're going to do it because I said so. You know, you don't want to be the person who's always like just the mean one who your children just fear. I feel like, you know, the pastor was saying, like, there's a good balance. You have to find that balance. So it's been, I mean, one night in, and it's definitely been interesting. We really enjoyed it. I'm excited. I think it goes until April. So I'm excited for every week to, you know, go and socialize and learn and, you know, just try to figure out this whole parenting thing. Because everyone tells us around 8 months is when it's going to start being like, okay, we're kind of out of that. They call it like the lifeguard mode, where you're just like really trying to keep the baby alive. They say like around 8 months is when you're out of that. And you can kind of start, you know, they're kind of starting to communicate and they know what you're saying, and you can start saying, you know, no is no, you know, and they know, okay, no, I don't do that. You know, so we're getting there. We're getting close to 8 months. So we just kind of wanted to know what we needed to do and what to expect once that 8-month mark comes around. Do you like looking at yourself? Oh my god. Y'all, he is hilarious. Hey. 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 Oh, you got my hair. Hey. 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 What are you doing? 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 Oh, is that funny? Is that funny? Oh, you see yourself? Hey. Say hey to me. Say hey to me. Hey, me. Hey, me. That's you. That's you. What are you thinking? Hey. See, I just sneezed all in my mommy's face. Yeah. So sweet. So thank you for that. We have moved into his nursery in my sister's, her bed. Sorry. You're watching this. I know you don't like anybody in your bed. But he was sleeping in his crib, and he's kind of gotten to where if I'm in the room and he's in his crib, he would rather be with me in the bed. So I didn't even go in there. And I wanted to take a nap, so I came into her room. Well, He was asleep for maybe like 20, 30 minutes and he woke up. So I figured I'd bring him in here and just see if he would fall back asleep with me. Even though I don't like doing that, I don't like him sleeping with me. Normally when he does go to sleep though, I try my hardest not to fall asleep. Just because I don't like sleeping with him. I like him in his crib. He's like so interested in himself. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Show your teeth. See, look at my teeth. Got 2 teeth that I don't like to show anybody. Show them. Show your teeth. Oh. kind of saw him. So much drool on his little sleep suit. No. So I'm gonna try to get him back to sleep because he hasn't napped like all day, and I know that he's so tired because he always takes like several naps during the day. But my husband was off yesterday, and if my husband is home or if anybody else is home with me, like he won't nap. It throws everything off. So it usually takes me like a day or 2 to get him back like in his schedule. So I'm gonna try to get his sleep schedule back to normal. I just love to like watch him stare at himself in the camera. Like it's so funny. So cute.